Oh, I can turn on that one too.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We're trying to, except for Skype, we're trying to figure out the lighting. Our family is currently in limbo.
Yeah.
And that's a nice word for homeless.
We're living with Nana.
We're living with Nana, so we're figuring out the lighting in Nana's room right now. Yeah, so because of that crazy rap thing, we are super blessed to be able to move into a bigger home when we decided that we have outgrown the home that we currently have. And but then before we moved into our next home, it was flooded.
Yeah, so you know, that changes things when the house that you think you're about to move into ends up being soaked in water and all the floors get ripped out of it and half the walls are gone and so on and so forth. So anyway, things change. Things change. So we're gonna go on a journey, and that's.
We haven't really told anybody about it yet. We're gonna.
Yeah.
I think we'll surprise everybody here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so we are in Nana's house, and we are able to work our business, thankfully, from here just as well as we can from our new home or from the road. So that is exactly what we are going to do. So we wanted to kind of talk a little bit about confidence. We started it last week with like a series, and we said, you know, that there was 4 points, and we were only going to share 2 because we didn't want to take up all of y'all's time. And so we've got a little follow-up from last week about developing the confidence because we are going to crack an energy.
I've been sitting here waiting to do this until the call was actually on. So anyway,
all right,
up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So yeah, so you're in a business where you are the product. I think one of my biggest things for everybody is it's so peachy. It tastes like the outside of a peach.
Switch gears real quick, okay?
I didn't take my comprehensive today.
She was going to say something about her previous comment, and then the energy like kicked into, oh my gosh, this is just such a wonderful flavor.
Seriously,
and it's so
no,
good.
And
she
like
started talking about that. So those were 2 different thoughts.
When you bite into a peach, I think my favorite part of a peach, I mean, I'm from Georgia, y'all, so Georgia peaches. My favorite part of a peach is the outside, like the skin of a peach, and the drink when you first take it, like it tastes like the skin of a peach.
It's very refreshing.
Peachy, it's good. Yeah,
I think it tastes like
this is pepper.
I was a bartender.
Yeah. So one of the things about our business is that we always say that people buy people before they ever buy what you sell. And that's actually the case. You are your business. Your product of the product. You're wearing your gear. You can see it under the light. Yeah, like glittery tank. And FYI, it really is like it glitters. My dad was amazed today. But people buy people before they ever buy what you sell. So you are your product. And so it's so important to be confident. And I think a lot of times people think that you have to be outspoken, or you have to be outgoing, or you have to be a natural leader to be successful. And that's not the case at all. You just have to have confidence in yourself, in your products, or as we talked about last week, you have to have found your purpose. Because when you find your purpose, that's when you're going to have confidence that I know that I am here doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And so you don't have to be outgoing. You don't have to be like super friendly, you know, super Miss Friendly girl. I mean, there's tons of shy girls that do this, and I'm not one of them. I'm sorry.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. I guess I've kind of never really super been a shy girl, but
you would never talk to a stranger.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never knew a stranger, and for her, everyone was a stranger, and don't talk to them.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we made her go blitzing. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. So, you know, you're gonna grow, and you're not gonna grow by yourself. But so they say that there's 2 great days in your life. And the first one is when you're born, and the second one is when you find out why you were born. And I think that's kind of like deep and philosophical and so true. You know, when you finally are like, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm here for, whatever it is. And, you know, usually some of us have more than one, you know, like I wanted to be a mom. Like that's like my thing. Like I wanted to be a mom.
I wanted to be a mom too, and Bruce, I'm sorry, Caitlin has taken it all from me.
And he does not need to lively make jokes about that. What do you think about this, Jenna?
I love Bruce.
I love Bruce too.
Like Caitlin.
I wonder if Caitlin's still gonna race cars like Bruce Jenner did.
I hope so.
I do too. Kind of like, what is her name, Danica Kirkpatrick? Neither one of us have had Confianza today. So anyways, so back to it. The day you were born and the day you figure out why. Because you guys, God has a place for you. And you have, you know, maybe you've done a ton of businesses. I didn't. I've never done a ton of MLMs. This is it, and this is all it's ever going to be it. But, you know, maybe you have done a bunch and you finally found your place. Or maybe you're like me and you've done none, but you were super lucky and found your place first time. But you have a place, and you have been given gifts and strengths that are going to help you in that place. And so we're going to say right now, like, the place is the rat business, like, because, you know, we're talking about that, but you can extend this into life as well. But have you ever, like, been in the wrong place? Our home, for example.
There were signs.
Yeah, when you're in the okay, this dog's hurting me. When you're in the wrong place, stuff happens, right? Like you don't feel like it's the right place, and maybe stuff goes wrong. For us, you know, we found, to be really honest, y'all, I do not want to live in Florence. As many of you guys know that I don't like the winter. It was really funny though, because Elizabeth actually said, you know, winter starting to come up, and she's like, "Oh, Ashley's gonna be cranky because I get like depressed in the winter." And John gets cabin fever in the winter. So, you know, we were kind of toying back and forth, and we found a great home. It was great. It was wonderful. Whatever. But we just never really felt it. Like we never felt like it fit. And then it flooded. Like if you didn't feel like it fits, well, it really doesn't fit with the whole thing. I'm talking like 3,000, like probably like 2,500 of the 3,000 square feet was ruined. So that's, you know, kind of a big deal. So things go wrong, and you're not confident when you are in the wrong place. But when you see that there's a purpose and there's a place for you, and you have the gifts and talents that you need for that purpose and for that place, you will develop that confidence.
I just thought of something. What if you went to the right place? Have you ever felt like you're in the right place? Mm-hmm. I think of it like, okay, so when we moved to San Diego, I wasn't good at going to church. Okay, I'd been in the Navy forever, and she was like, "We got to go to church." I'm like, okay. And we kept going. We'd go places. I'd be like, I don't really, I don't want to sit up front. I don't want to be right there. I want to be kind of like, you know. But then, like, all of a sudden, we went to, I forget which one it was, but we went to a new church, and I was just like, hey, okay, let's sit right here, and I like what he said, and let's do this. Just all of a sudden there was the right place, you know. There were no more wrong places. I knew where I wanted to be, and so that made a really big difference for me. So
yes. So
on that note,
sorry, no, it did. And so you're gonna find that confidence, and confidence is the result of following the good that is set out for you. So like John said, we started this business, and I was definitely not super like loud in your face, outspoken, like let me just like talk to all these people. but I developed confidence because I was in the places for me. I got out there. So the thing that actually kind of got us started working was a blitz challenge, and it was December or November.
No, it was December.
It was December. It was December of 2011. 12. Sorry. Um, 2012. So it was December of 2012. And we had started this business, hadn't done anything with it because I did not feel comfortable. I didn't know. I didn't have that confidence because I hadn't found my purpose. But I wanted to go to Limelight. But John and I couldn't afford for me to go to Limelight. For a lot of you that don't know our story, I always kind of tease as I tried the wrap, probably didn't even have the $25 really to try it. That's Tiggy. And I tried the wrap and got great results. So I did what every good broke Navy wife does, and I became a loyal customer. And thankfully, God thing, I took John to the wrap party with me because Annalie was 5 weeks old and I wasn't going to leave her at home, but I also needed someone to like help me if she might needed to be held or something, you know, because like we couldn't. She was totally good though. I don't know why, but totally just a God thing that I took John with me, because in taking John with me, he had heard the opportunity side of the business, and so he took the money we didn't have because I was spending the money we didn't have. And he said, okay, we are, if we can just make $100, then we'll be good. She can buy her products. Because I was buying a skate pack. And so we hadn't done anything with this business because I didn't have that purpose yet. And I hadn't found that confidence yet. But I wanted to go to Limelight. And I couldn't afford to go to Limelight because I thought if I go to Limelight, everybody says to go, maybe like I'll figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do because I haven't done anything for like 3 months.
Yeah, we actually found out about it after it was sold out. We just didn't know that. So
yeah.
Anyway.
And so
that was the first year. I don't know where you are in your story. Sorry, I can't do Facebook and calls at the same time like she can.
And so, anyways, so we decided there was this blitzing challenge, scavenger blitz. We've done it a couple times in our team, and we personally really love it because it obviously holds like an emotional connection for us. So we did the scavenger blitz, and we lost by 1 point. But you know, and I was really upset because we lost by 1 point. But I'm so thankful because to this day, that task was what helped me find my purpose. Because it forced me to get out there and blitz, which I hated to do. And because I'm going to be really honest, it's not my favorite thing to do still to this day, but I definitely like do it more than I ever did before. I do it every day, every person. And it's not at all like it used to be. Like it used to probably like really make me uncomfortable. And now it's just like, oh, hey, here you go. But so I was out there blitzing people, scavenger blitzing, and you know, just telling people, hey, I'm doing a contest for my team, like I'm trying to win this challenge. Can I take a picture with you? Oh, hey, here's a coupon, you can keep that. And that's exactly what I did. And as I did that, people started asking questions. People wanted what we had. People wanted to book parties. People wanted to buy wraps. I wrapped somebody who's actually a distributor on our team, and the wrap totally like transformed her body. And that was when I mean, and seriously, like within 1, it transformed her body. Within 3, totally was like her C-section flap. God. And so I found right then and there my confidence. And that's the thing. We're going to teach you. We're going to make sure that you are like, we are accessible to you. Are you enjoying that Figueroa's head is right there over our shoulder? Yeah. We are going to make sure we're accessible to you. The training academy is there. You're going to have calls every Sunday with us. There's going to be corporate calls Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And there's going to be corporate events for you to go to. You are going to be educated. But it's a lot like, you know, being a Christian or being a nurse. If you are educated above and beyond, but you're not obedient and you're not doing, then it doesn't mean anything. I know CPR, but if somebody is in front of me dying and I don't do CPR, my knowing CPR doesn't really help them. And so that's the thing. You've got to find your confidence, and you've got to start doing blitz, wrap people, have wrap parties, post on Facebook, post on Instagram, whatever your strength is, find it. He's a blitzer. Seriously. Like, I posted on Facebook today. I get a Facebook message that's like, hey, Ashley, and this is so-and-so. Like, I just told her about your little rap thing. And so that's his thing. He does that initial contact. He blitzes, and then guess what I do? I swoop him up, and not swoop him up. I'm not stealing John's people.
It's like a handoff.
We are one team.
Yeah.
But I then go in and start the conversation with them,
Draw.
Facebook, friend them, and develop that relationship with them and seal the deal. Because we have our strengths. John is really good at setting up Google Hangouts, at doing those blitzes, at organizing any travel that I need. Not that he's very good at that, the activity stuff.
I'd like to throw out there that I'm really good at developing relationships too.
He is.
Hence this lovely lady. Okay.
It only took one date.
Not like that. Just to make the emotional connection.
So anyways, we all have our strengths, and so that's what we do. We do what we're good at. John is good at that blitzing. He's good at that initial contact. He's good at so here's the story. John and Susan and Michael Wade and I went to Orlando. Okay, after conference. We stayed in Orlando because they're our best friends, and we were like kids in Universal and Islands of Adventure for like 3 days. We walked into Chipotle, one time, and they say, "Welcome to Chipotle," like that. And John and Michael go, "Welcome to Chipotle!" And of course, this is nothing. Hopefully, we didn't wake Annalie up. This is nothing that Susan and I would ever do. Like, we would never walk in crazy, fun, excited, like, "Welcome to Chipotle, let's be like wild." But they totally like made friends with all the people in Chipotle because they're just fun and exciting and like, woo, developing relationships, having a good old time, breaking that ice. And so you have to do what you're good at, and you have to do it. You can't just be good at it, you have to do it. It's kind of like following God. So I was listening, obviously, today's Sunday, we go to church, right? And they said, never try to explain God until you obey him. And that's the biggest thing. Like, it's so great, people can explain stuff to you, but until they've done it, like, what does it matter? Like me, I'm a nurse. I can explain tons of stuff to you. If I've never done it, yeah, right, and it go over your head. And if I've never done it, then what good is that really? If I've never actually started an IV and I'm like trying to teach you, it's like the blind leading the blind, right? If I've never actually done CPR and I'm like trying to tell you how to save this person, it's like the blind leading the blind. You wouldn't really actually kind of really trust me. You would go with someone who's done it. And so I really want to encourage you to get your exercise. Do it. Because that is the best way that you're going to learn. It's the best way that you're going to develop confidence, and it's the best way that you're going to teach anybody in your team. We talk a lot about being leaders in this business because it's leaders. It's not management. You're not somebody's boss. Everybody is an independent distributor. And I'm of the belief that the minute you join this business, you're a leader. The first loyal customer you get, you're a leader because you're responsible, or at least that's how I feel for myself. You're responsible for somebody else's happiness, somebody else's success. It's a lot like being a mom. Like, you unconditionally love these people. You want to see them happy. You want to see them succeed. You get so excited when they like get great rap results. Like, have you ever cheered for a kid who went potty? Like, who cheers for that? But that's like what it's like when you're a rap girl. You're like, yeah, you got results. Yeah, woo, excited. And I always kind of think of it as like being a leader is like being a parent. It's like being a cheerleader.
I totally feel like a dad then, apparently, because I get the calls and messages that are like, okay, I need your best It Works hangover cure, please. Happy 21st birthday, Katie Oss.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, so,
I didn't get that message. Way to call her out. I'm
Mom.
global. oh.
Bad.
Talk to the hand. So anyways, I'm the one who taught all of these people this. And I'm the one who's actually utilized the greens and Coke hangover cure. Thank you very much.
I'm the one that's never needed to.
Well, some people don't drink that much.
Because I stay up all night with Josh Kaiser in Las Vegas and breathe in all the oxygen that they pump in. Anyway, off track again.
Back to it. So confidence and your attitude is a complete choice. You're going to have everything that you ever need to be successful in this rap business. It's right here. Blitz, rap, repeat. Steps to success. Run your 80 bonus volume auto ship. Get 2 boxes of wraps. Sell those. Make $200 cash. Reinvest it in your business until you start making enough money not to do that. Sign 4 loyal customers. You'll get wrap rewards for every 2 loyal customers you sign. You're going to get a box of wraps for $25. And then find 3 friends and get 3 friends, 3 family members, 3 strangers, whatever, and show them how to do blitz, wrap, repeat, 80 BB auto ship, find 4 loyal customers, find 3 friends. Like literally, you can run this business on 2 hands. 2 hands. These like less than 2 hands. So we are going to give you everything that you need to be.
It all came in this box.
Well, some of us didn't get that fancy box.
But
look at that fancy box. Look at these tiny little mini defining gels. I wish I could re-sign up. But yeah, so you're going to have everything that you need. But confidence and your attitude is a choice. You can choose to be confident. You can choose to have a good attitude. The great thing about this is you can change that. Ability and giftedness. When you're working within your strengths, you can get better. Just like playing the piano. If you're really good at playing the piano with practice, you will get really, really good at playing the piano. If you're really bad at playing the piano with practice, you'll be okay.
Marginally better than you were before.
Right. But so you can probably go up like 2 points. We talked on a scale of 0 to 10 last week. You can probably go up 2 points in your ability and your giftedness with practice and with work. But in confidence and in attitude, you can go from a 1 to a 10. You can change everything. And this belief and purpose and excitement and just going for it. What do you guys have to lose? Will attract people to you more than anything, because people buy people before they ever buy what you sell. So be excited. Be a product of the product. Be completely unashamedly, what's that word?
Unabashed.
Thank you. I thought that was a word, but I didn't want to use it because I was
Jackson, I was just psychic.
Be completely unabashed, and hopefully that's the right word. And just go out there and do it. Make your hundreds list. Contact them. Ask them if they've tried that crazy rap thing. Y'all, I mean, there's people that, so in June of last year, I was given a task to message everybody in my phone who had tried that crazy rap thing. And there were people in my phone that I did not want to message. Like, I hadn't talked to. I hadn't been around them, hadn't talked to them, like, whatever. How am I, like, that's so awkward. But I looked down the row at countless team members that we had there. We had 2 rows of team members sitting there, and they were doing it. And I looked and said, how in the world could I ever ask them to do it and not do it myself? That's the whole part of, like, you can't teach what you haven't done. And so I looked down those rows, saw everybody doing them, thought, I don't care if it is uncomfortable, I'm going to contact these people. And I did. And people didn't write back. Some people did. Some people were like, no thanks. And one person wrote back pretty, was the most strong response of every one that I got.
Do I know this person?
Yeah. And it was like, it was, I don't have it anymore because my phone just crashed. I got a new one today. But it started off with like, what? And I was like, that crazy rap thing, you know, go into the rest of your conversation about it. And she was like, I can't believe that you would write me this after 2 years. No, I don't want any part of your scam. I'll go to the gym. Thanks. Like, it was really funny. It was more than that. And I just was nice and like, okay. I don't know who that's calling me. I was just like nice and okay. And I was like, all right, well, that's okay. Really nice about it, really sweet. But I knew that this wasn't a scam. And I even wrote back and was like, it isn't a scam. Like, it brought me home from nursing. And so I was very sweet, was very nice, and was like, it's not a scam. And that person, about like a month later, had asked about our products more and joined our business. So this is a story to tell you that it may be a task that's uncomfortable, and it may be a task that you don't want to do, and you may get responses that don't exactly feel very well, but you never know in the process whose life you're going to change. And the funniest thing is, maybe you're going to change the life of someone who said, I don't want to be a part of your scam, and is now staying home with their kids. But get out there, use your ability, and pair that with confidence, and pair it with action. Because the only thing that's going to crush fear is action. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, the more confident you're going to be in it, because you're going to find your purpose. You're going to find the person that you wrap that changes your life. And you'll never forget them, because I will never forget the tummy that changed my life. And I have those pictures to this day. Going to be on this one in a minute. But
we're going to back that up.
Yeah. I have those pictures to this day because I found my purpose in that wrap. And ever since then, every person that we've wrapped that has joined this business, that's retired, that's made extra money, that's wrote us for hangover cures. I mean, this is a 21-year-old girl on our team that we love and care about, and, you know, has become like our family, and she's changing her life and doing college at the same time. Like, it's totally possible to do.
We're graduating.
Yeah, just so I want to encourage you all. I got a text message from the person who told me off. She's watching.
Oh.
So I want to encourage.
Forget that she got a new phone. There's no names.
No, there's just like numbers, and I have to kind of figure out who they are too. So I want to encourage you all to take your confidence and take your ability, pair them together with action, and go out there and just change the world without fear of what somebody's going to think about you, of what somebody's going to say about you, because you never know who on that other side of that Blitz card or that wrap or that Facebook post is looking for you. They're looking for what you have. I mean, I posted my flex today and somebody said it's on their dream board. Like, they're looking to see that people can change their lives. And I'm just a normal girl from South Georgia, and he's just a normal boy from Louisville. Like, we're nothing special. But they're looking for people who have purpose, who have confidence, and who are using that to go with their ability to just set the world on fire.
So do you ever, like, have those moments where you're like, oh, I should say this, and then the other person keeps going, and you're like, next time. How do you follow this woman? You don't. She's amazing. She's got it all wrapped up. I love her to death. So what I usually do at the end of the call is I've got my perspective on things, which
If your last name was Patillo, it'd be so cool because it could be Patillo perspective, but it's not. So it's like Fisher finalings. No. I have a headache.
We'll work on that. Well, I like where your head's at.
I'm not very creative, but that's not my talent. Well, I've got my back.
Okay, so the Fisher perspective here then tonight, she kept talking about, for people with God, you have to exercise, or things like that. All these things that have to do with, you got to do something, right? So, hey, let's think about this from a guy perspective real quick, or a fitness perspective. Sorry, it doesn't have to be a guy perspective. Yeah, how many of you all can do a pull-up? Right? Okay, I see a couple hands out there. I like to imagine things like that. So here's why I asked that. Everybody out there who said, I can't do one, well, when's the last time you tried? Okay, well, there's steps to getting up there the first time. And then once you get that first one, then you can get another one, and another one, and another one. So all of these things that we've been talking about are the same way. Doing a push-up, doing a pull-up, doing a sit-up, doing one of something that's incremental in building your confidence, in building your ability to do something. So when we talk about things like the steps to success, it might sound crazy. Find 3 people every month. Oh my gosh. Find 4 customers every month. Oh my gosh. You sell 2 boxes of wraps every month. Oh my gosh. But you know what? It all starts with one, right? So that was a big thing that we did like a year ago. Okay, so you might hear it come back pretty soon. You never know. But starts with one, right? Can you wrap one person today? No? Okay, then tomorrow. The next day. You can wrap one person. Then the next time you've got to wrap somebody, you don't say, hey, well, I've got to wrap 7 more people to get 2 boxes. No, you just say, I've got to wrap one person. Just one. Just one. Just one more. Just one more. And then by the time you get to the end, you're done with your set. All of a sudden, your pocket's full of wrap cash, and you have no more wraps. And you have all these people who are asking you how you did it. Well, all I did was wrap one person. Yeah. One more, and one more, and one more. So it all grows really slowly. So, the more one peoples you talk to at a time, the better off you're going to be.
Yeah.
That's my little perspective.
Yeah. So, start with one step. A baby doesn't learn to walk and just start running. You start crawling. You start army crawling maybe if you're an army baby. I don't know. No. You start crawling. You start toddling. You start, or you start holding on to furniture. Then you start toddling. Then you start walking. Then you start running. So you're not gonna come out of the gate like an ambassador diamond. You may not, but start with one step. Start with, like John said, one and one and one and one and one, and before you know it, it's like second nature. You can do it in your dreams, and in fact, you sometimes do.
And just like the pull-up, even if you can't get one on your first try, you try for the one. You try for the one over and over again.
Because the great thing about this business is it's longevity. This isn't quick money. This is legacy money. This is money that you will to your children. This is business that you will to your children. So the other great thing is every month is a reset. It's a chance for you to start over. If you had a bad June, then July starts new, and it's the chance for you to go out again with the same goals. It's blitz, wrap, repeat, 4 loyals, 3 distributors. It's the goal. It's this success system that we have that works because we did it, and we're sitting here as triple diamonds. And I never, ever, ever thought that would be where we were. And so, but it starts over. There's a reset, and you can start again every month. Every day is new. Every week is new, and it's a chance for you to renew your attitude every day, every week, every month, and to come out with, yesterday may have sucked, but today I'm going to kill it. And then,
I'm crushing it.
That must be a song I don't know.
Country song.
Oh, But so that made me lose my track of thought because I'm trying to think of what that song is. But yeah, so every day is new. Every month is new. So renew your attitude. You have the ability to change that. You can take it from a bad attitude to a good attitude. Renew your mindset. Take your confidence, take your ability, and let's get out there and let's start changing some lives because there is somebody out there that is waiting for you. So we're going to let you guys go in 25 minutes. There is a corporate family call, and I've got some admin stuff. Oh, it's a Brad Paisley song? Yeah. And I've got some work that I've got to do. So we are going to let you guys go. 15 minutes, corporate family call. Let's get out there. There are still days left in July. You got half a month. Let's crush it.
Oh my God, I'm so excited because there's an It Works cruise coming up, and you have the rest of this month and next month to score points. So just go out there and score points like crazy. It's like awesome. I love cruises, and I'm gonna go for free because I'm gonna be making so many points and points and points because that's what you do. You get 5,000 points, and you get to go on a cruise for free with like Mark and Pam and everybody. It's gonna be awesome.
So if people think you're crazy, just tell them you're being crazy for a cruise. Yeah. And go out there and crush it.
Crush it. Oh, I do get to play it?
Yeah. I was trying to segue into it. It's okay. Go ahead.
I just got excited. Well, it's going to take like 10 minutes now.
You can play it. It might be ready.
It is.
Oh.
Oh, yay. Classified footage. An elite team of something. Oh, well. I'm just going to say bye to everybody. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Anybody can do this business.
This